It's day 3 of the Africa Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit that's currently happening in the FCT, and the primary conversation basically focuses on how technology is integrated into warfare, especially on the African continent. My colleague Sagir Ibrahim, who has been following this development, is live now to give us updates. Sagir, it's day 3, and as I mentioned earlier, that the Vice President himself, Kashim Shettima, had talked about the need to pipe down on the heavy dependence on, the West when it comes to ownership and control of the deployment of technology, and for us to become more of creators as opposed to consumers. What other resolutions have been made so far?
It's day 3, like you mentioned, Blessings, of the African Chief of Defense Staff Summit happening here at the Bola Tinubu International Conference Center. Matter of fact, this red carpet leads straight into the room where the plenary is being had. I would say Africa Chief of Defense Staffs have been locked in for the past 3 days, having conversations about how to improve the security of the continent. Plenary sessions have been had. These plenary sessions were broken into 5 sessions, if you would call it that. The conversation about border management and the need to secure the continent's border was raised. The conversation of strategic partnership in addressing issues of terrorism was also discussed. There was also the conversation of the adoption of artificial intelligence, as you would recall in my previous report. These generals agree that artificial intelligence has begun to play a serious role and they cannot ignore it, hence the need to adopt artificial intelligence strategies to also curb digital threats. As they mentioned, the threats are now digital, they are asymmetric, and the enemies are within. These were the words of the Chief of Defense Staff. Today, 2 more plenary sessions are going to be had, and of course it will end with a gala night where resolutions, of course, are going to be made as to how they chart the course forward. The conversation about resource pooling was mentioned. The conversation about finance, intelligence sharing, and also knowledge sharing was also mentioned. But then again, I have with me the coordinator of the event, as you would call it. He's here with me, Brigadier General, sir.
Major General.
Major General. He will be talking to us about it. Yes, Africa's Chief of Defense Staffs have been here over the course of 3 days. We've seen them have conversations about artificial intelligence. We've seen them have conversations about regional security management. A lot of Nigerians and Africans would want to know what next steps would be after this.
Well, that's why they're in the room now. The next step is to discuss how to institutionalize this particular arrangement and how to take it forward so that it doesn't become just a mere talk shop. And exactly that is what they are doing in the room.
All right. So, aside all of this, the issue of resource pooling was mentioned, and also the issue of finance. What should Africans expect? Because I know this is not going to be a cheap venture.
My dear, I won't speak for the Chiefs of Defense Staff. They will speak for themselves. It's their call, it's their baby, it's our continent anyway. And but they have done well to come forward, to take it seriously, and to discuss security issues across the continent. As you know, we are having quite a lot of challenge at this time, and no better time, all right, to sit down and fashion out how we can collaborate. You can see the theme of the entire event is about collaboration, collaborating across borders, across the entire continent, so that we can push, our future and the future of our children collectively. I think that's about it. Thank you. All right, take care.
There you have it from the coordinator. So African Chief of Defense Staffs are having this conversation, and then hopefully Africans would begin to see actionable steps taken to address border security, address issues about terrorism, issues about piracy, banditry, and all of the conversations, some of which have now gone digital. Back to you in the studio. Blessings.
Thank you so much, Sagir Ibrahim, for the update. Emphasis there on actionable steps, and I'm sure that News Central will keep the viewers updated on the conclusions that are made from the summit.